MATLAB and its applications on physical sciences. Today we can see about as I said earlier, we can see that today basics of MATLAB. What is the basics of MATLAB? Last class we have learned about MATLAB online and how to use MATLAB in the mobile using mobile app. Today we learn about some of the basics of MATLAB. This is the MATLAB environment. We can see the desktop and working window, current folder, command window, workspace, and command history. Octave is similar to MATLAB. Therefore, if you want to use MATLAB, then you can follow this link. You can follow this link, and you can use the whatever the commands is applicable in MATLAB. You can do it in Octave. But some of the commands, but actually whatever I deal with, you can use it in Octave also. Some of the commands you can use it in the MATLAB mobile app. Using this you can use. Therefore, let me explain what are the MATLAB environment using the MATLAB software. Therefore, I have posted the link in that chat box. You can download. Now let me go to the MATLAB window. When you open the MATLAB, you can see this is the desktop. This is the desktop, MATLAB desktop. There are some of the tabs are there. You can see first one, home. And here you can see, suppose there is you can see these are the pans, current folder. You can see in the left hand side, current folder. This is the current folder pan. Suppose if you want to use some of the things, if you want to change, you can go here and you can change. Suppose if I need it in documents, MATLAB, some of the programs I have. Therefore, I can set the path this way. I can set the path. Therefore, here I have some of the programs. These are now. So I have the program ascending order sort. Okay, see, this is the editor pan. This is the editor pan. Then here you can see that this is the in the left hand side under the current folder pan. You can see this is the detail about whatever the mobile functions you have opened. You can see the detail. Then in the next one, this is the editor window. In the editor window, you can use a suppose I already have opened this window. I have opened this file. You can use plus new file if you add with using Control plus N or with using the click option. You can open the new script file. There are many other options are also there. You can go there in the home option. You can go there in the home option, new script. So if you click on it there, you can get the new script. Then you can type some other things. Suppose if you are using some a is equal to, this is the way I create a vector. Vector means it is an array with one row and one column. Suppose this way I can use. I have created A. Suppose if you want to find the output in the command window, you can write A. A is not there, but here you can run the program. Just you copy this one and put it in command window and run the program. Then you can see that in the workspace, we have the value A, 1, 2, 3, 4. Therefore, if you click this side, you can see that if you click right hand side, suppose if you want to plot A, you can plot from this workspace itself. You can plot the values. You can plot the values. Therefore, this is nothing but a figure window. This is nothing but a figure window. Here you can see that okay, this is the figure window. In the figure window, there is a file option. You can use new pictures and already saved pictures. You can open and you can close and you can save also. And there are many possibilities are there. You can export the figure also. You can export the figure from here itself. Suppose if you want to export the figure, you can use this option and you can print the figure also. You can see the print preview and you can save the workspace and you can import the data from somewhere. Suppose if you have the data from Excel, you can import. The next one, edit option. You can edit with some of the options. We'll see later. Then there is the view option and you can insert X label and Y label, some other things and tools, desktop and window. But there are many options are there. Okay. This is regarding figure tab. Then I will see in the new script we can use and you can run the program. You can use the new live script. Live script means you can see the thing, see how it comes. In here you can use code as well as text. Here it is given text. Suppose you can convert this into text option. Suppose you click here, then it will be converted into text. Therefore, you can use this. Today we deal with arrays and vectors. Therefore, I write arrays. You can make the customization using the same title, and you can give the bold option. The next line, suppose if you want to write the code from here, you can type, you can click on code. Then from here, you can write, suppose the complex number, if you want to convert. What is the complex number form? Suppose this is the complex number C1. The C1 is equal to, let me write it as 2 plus the I and some space, and I'm giving 3 plus 4I. Therefore, this is the complex number. Complex number is you can express this way. You can express. Now, if you want to run the program, you can use run section. The run section you can use. If you use the run section, you will get the output here. This is 2 plus 3i and 3 plus 4i. To express the complex number C2, no need to, there are two other options are also there. Suppose 3 minus 4j, 3 minus 4j, and 5 minus 8j. Let me run this program. After you can see that though I have used j, you get it I. Therefore, you can use to use instead of I, you can use j also. Therefore, this is regarding complex numbers. Okay, next one. Therefore, in the home, first we have seen new script and new live script. Then you can use new. There are many options are there. You can use script file or live script or function. You can use function means you will get like this way: output argument and input argument. Suppose I am writing that I don't want any output argument, then you can simply delete. And some of the numbers, suppose I am writing as any, if suppose this is array sample. Here also, if you need any input, you can give. Otherwise, first I do without input. A array with one dimension. One dimension means one row and one column. Then we can name it as vector. Suppose you consider A is equal to some number. Array you can express in two ways. One way, this is 56 and 78 and 95. This way you can express. Here you can express the vector. This is the one row and one column. Therefore, this is the vector. In the vector, you can create the vector using the space in between. You can create the space in between. Otherwise, you can create some number b is equal to, I can create using the comma. Using the comma, I can create, if we can create b. Therefore, this is also a vector. Then another possible way, suppose if you deal with small numbers, then you can write. If you need large numbers, 100 numbers or 200 numbers, then you cannot use. Therefore, you have to use. Suppose, let me start from 1. I'm giving the increment. I'm giving the increment as 5. And let me create with till 100. Till 100. Therefore, this is also the array. Now we see how this function, before that, let me say the function. Therefore, here there is a shortcut save. When you save, you can save it using and the same file name. You can see that array sample. Here also I am using array sample with the extension .m. With the extension .m I am saving. You can save. Sorry. You can save the file. Now, if you want to run the program, go there in the editor option. Let me run the program like this, say array sample. Here, you see the output. You see the output. A, this is the vector 56, 78, and 95. You got it. And B also you got it. 34, 67, and minus 78. In the next one, C is also a vector. This is from the lower limit is 1 and upper limit is 100 and the increment value is 5. So you can see 1, 6, 11, 16 and this way you can produce. Therefore, this is regarding the function. The function, you can run the function. You can, from here itself, you can run the function. Go there, editor, and run the function. So you will get the same value. See, I have created first using the command window. I have run the program. Then you can run the program using the editor app also. Okay. Again, we'll see the thing. Therefore, you can use function and you can create live function also. You can create live function also. And the class and project and figure, these things and all you can. Suppose if you have already created some of the program, you can, suppose I have some of the thing ascending chart. Let me open. Then you can find the files also from here and you can import the data and you can save workspace and there are many new variable and open variable. Therefore, whenever you can see the layout also, default layout or two column layout and the command window only you can use. Therefore, you can use, suppose if it is two column window, default means you'll have only, this is the default window. You can use two columns also. In the two column means you can see current folder and the detail and workspace and editor and the command window. Like this way, it comes. Therefore, you can follow in any way. You can follow it in any way. Let me set it to default. As we can see the workspace here and editor, command window and current folder in the left hand side and the detail bar. Okay, next option plots. Therefore, if I suppose, if I create this is the plot function is disabled. Suppose if you don't have anything, then it is disabled. Suppose if you select some of the variables, then automatically it will open. You can plot many charts. There are many charts we'll come across later. Then apps, many apps are there. If you since MATLAB it is a high level language, it has lot of applications. It has many applications in neural network and data analytics and machine learning. Therefore, there are many apps are there you can use. Here we have the apps for optimization and curve fitting. The next one, editor. In the editor option, also you have the value, script value and files. And here you have extra where you have to go, where you have to go to the line, any line you have to go. You can use the shortcut as Control plus G, and you can find the suppose any words and you can find, and you can insert the command, and suppose from here in this function, this is the function regarding the ascending option. Therefore, command means, see, if you insert the command, the symbol, whatever the symbol, whatever the lines comes followed by the symbol, what followed by the symbol is hidden when you run the program. Therefore, this is for suppose this is an order ascending sort program. Like this, you can for any reminder, whatever the details about the function you can give. Then you can use the in the run. Sometimes here I have the input A. Therefore, if you want to give the input A means you have to, when you run the program, you have to give the input. See, I have run the program with run of A. Already A is nothing but 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is the value. Suppose if you have any other value, let me write it out. B is equal to 87 minus 09. Okay. When you run the program, you can run the program. Therefore, this is B. You can run the program, then you can get the answers in the command window. Then you can run advanced and you can run the section also. You can run the section. Suppose here I have the value A is equal to 56. Suppose if you want to run this section alone, if you want to run this section, you can run this. In the script files, you can run the program. Okay, this is the basic thing. Now we'll see about arrays. Arrays means it is particularly if it is one row and one column is that is the vector. And if it is, you can use matrices. You can create matrices also. Let me go to the thing. First one is we have created vectors in the arrays. We have created complex numbers. We go for a vector. Next, I need a code. Therefore, you can do it along with me in your mobile MATLAB. Suppose if you have MATLAB, you can do it along with me. See, first you create the vector, some vector x is equal to. You create the vector with the starting number 23. Starting number 23, and suppose the increment you can give that -2. Give the increment, this is the decrement value -2. The difference is -2. Till where you have to write? Till this is let me write till 10. Okay. Now I have to run the program. Therefore, let me run the section. You can see that 23, 21, 19, 17. Therefore, uh, you can see the output 23, 21, 19, 17, 15, and 13. You can view the variable. Okay, these are the values. These are the values we have, variable 23, 21, 19, 17, 15, 13, and 11. Likewise, you can create the vector. Suppose x equal to 1, 2, 3. If you run the section, you can see that value. Therefore, you can give the values using comma or a blank space, you can give the vector. Therefore, this is the vector creation. Next, we'll go to the vector operations are also there. Vector operations. Let already we have x. Now we can create some values p equal to 2 is to and some number 7 I'm giving the increment till 100. Not till 100, let me give it till 70. Let me run the section. This is in the text mode or we need to put it in code mode. Okay. If you put it in the text mode, you cannot run the program, you cannot run the code. Therefore, you have to put it in the code way. Now, let me run the section to get the value. See, 2 colon 7 is to 70. Create another vector q equal to, okay, how many variables are there here? I think 10 variables are there. Let me create another number. 1 is to 10. 1 is to 10. Here I didn't give the increment or the difference value I didn't give. Okay. Therefore, these two have the same dimension. Now you can do some of the operations. What are the operations you can see? P plus Q. The answer is this. Let me take this is equal to or is equal to P plus Q. Or is equal to P plus Q. Since I didn't give any variable, the left hand side it comes as answer. But you can use or is equal to P plus Q. Now if you run the program. To run the section, the shortcut is Control plus Enter. Therefore, you can get the value. See, R value. P11. Therefore, you can get the. Therefore, you can vector addition is possible. And another one, suppose or S is equal to P minus 2. Therefore, S value we got it. Therefore, this is the this way also you can do. The vector, you can create the column vector also. Suppose let me put like this thing. Column operation, therefore let me write. This is a column vector. If you run the section, you can get the column vector because 7 semicolon, 8 semicolon, 9 semicolon. Therefore, using this way, you can create a column vector. You can create the column vector this way. Suppose if you want to write like this, you can see that. So what is the value of C of? Suppose if you want to find the first value, C of 1, C of 3, let me write. The C of 3 value means the element in the third value, C of 3. The third value is 9. Therefore, you can, from the vector, you can extract the elements. This way. From P also you can write from P and Q. Suppose 2 of 5. 2 of 5. The fifth element is there in the Q row. You can see that in the Q, the fifth element is 5. You can extract the elements. Suppose if we have created the elements in the Q row, in the Q vector, if you want to create the elements to second element to sixth element. Second element to sixth element, you can extract here. In the Q is nothing but 1 to 2 or 10. The second element is 2 and the sixth element is this. Therefore, this way you can select. Similarly, in the column vector also you can select. You can extract the value C of C has 5 elements. Suppose if you want to use 2 to 4 second element to fourth element, and select this, you can extract. Therefore, these are the this way you can extract the values. We have seen addition and subtraction of vectors. Similarly, we can do scalar multiplication. Scalar multiplication. Say suppose we know what is Q. In the row wise, first operation, this is the scalar multiplication R1. Let me name it as R1. R1 is equal to, this is already we know Q is equal to 1 is to 10. Let us multiply with 5 or some 7. 7. Then for multiplication, you have to use this asterisk symbol. In the keyboard, you can see that above 8 or asterisk symbol, 7 star and Q. What is R1? Just you run the section. You can see the values. You can see the values 7, 14, 21 up to 70. You can see the values. Similarly, we have a transpose of a vector. Transpose of a vector is nothing but transpose of a vector. Transpose of a P is a row vector. Sorry, Q is a row vector. If you want to write it this way, if you want to have the transpose, now let me name it as R2, 2, and for the single quotation we'll have no Q dash. Let us run the section. See, R2. You can get the transpose of a vector. And you can append the vector also. You can append the vector. How to append the vector? That we have P and Q. If you want to append the vector, let me name it as R3. R3 is equal to P comma Q. They have the same dimension. That's what you can use the value. So this is nothing but to append two vectors. Therefore, this suppose if you want to hear this as okay, let me run the program to see that these two have been appended. You can see the values, appending values. First one P, then second is Q. Q vector. First one is the P vector and second one is the Q vector. Starting from here, 1, 2 to 58, this is P vector. Again, we can see the two vectors. If you can append vectors, next operations, you can find magnitude and all the other things and all we can do. You can use the dot product. You can see that V is the vector here, and this is the vector with elements. Already we have it as a V squared, SV, and you can have the sum of the squares. Therefore, how to find the product of a vector? The product of the vector is nothing but this is the way you can do. Here you can see that product is there are many elements are there. If you want to find the product, you have to find the what we do here first. You have to find V squared, some of the elements. There are in the V vector, we have starting from 1 up to 20 with the increment, the difference 2. Therefore, if you run the program, the V values, you can see that. Next one, you can see values. Phi is nothing but the square of the elements. 1 squared, 3 squared, 5 squared. And after that, the sum of the values. Because this is the product of a vector. Modulus of is equal to square root of v1 squared, v2 squared, v3 squared, and vn squared. Actually, this is v1 squared. Therefore, if you want to find this value, sum of squares, you can see that 1 squared, 3 squared, and the magnitude. Magnitude means you have to find the value root of. Therefore, sum of squares. First, you find out sum of squares. Sum of squares means you have to add all the values. The sum of the squares, and this is the magnitude. And the sum of the square is this 1330, and magnitude is this value. And the display magnitude, you can see that. Therefore, you can run the program. This is nothing but vector product. Then some other things also we can see. Therefore, this is all regarding a vector. Then we look about matrix. We will break the session. Matrices. Code. This is code. Matrices means you can have more values. One row, not only one row and one column. Matrices have different number of rows and different number of columns. Let us create a matrix with 4 rows. Just you can run the program. You can see that the 4 rows and 5 columns are there. Therefore, you can create a matrix this way. Uh, Let us create another matrix. B is equal to, so you can create this way also. It's you can create in a different way. 1:1, 1:5, semicolon. Then 2 is to, here it starts from 2 and it ends with 6, semicolon. And 3, 7. Both are same. Therefore, you can create the matrix in a shortcut way also you can create. You can create instead of writing all those things, you can create. Let me create another one. Again, E1, it's C. With the different way also you can create. 1:4, it's to 16. Here the increment is 4. Until 16 I have given. Instead I can give 17. Okay. Then next I have given. Let me give some other value. 7 or whatever the things I can give. 2:4. 18. This is separated by semicolon, not by comma. Colon. 4:20. Just let us check how it comes. Let us run the section. You can see the values 1 to 17, first row, and 2 to 18 with the 4 increment values, and again 3 with 4 increment values. Like this way, you can create the matrices. So far, we have created the same number. You can create D is equal to, sorry, D is equal to 3, 4, 5, 6. and run the program D. The D values are, this is the matrix with 2 rows and 3 columns. With 2 rows and 3 columns. You can create the matrices like this way. Um, please create matrix. Please create 3 by 3 matrix. Please create the matrix. Uh, please create the matrix. If there is any doubt, you can put it in the chat box. Can you able to create? If you create, please put yes in the chat box so that I can follow you whether you can create a 3 by 3 matrix. Put yes or no in the chat box. Okay, you can create any 3 by 3 matrix. How to create a 3 by 3 matrix? Suppose let me have matrix name it as E. Suppose that is the value starts from 9, 8, 7 and 6, 5, 4, 3, 1. Just to run the section. The 3 by 3 matrix is created. Like this way, you can create. Now, how to just suppose if you want to take the elements, just we have seen how to take the elements from the vector. You can take you can reference the elements from n to suppose here you can see that in the C value it is the 4 by 5 matrix. You can, if you want to take some of the values P, otherwise in the E matrix itself, if you want E of 2, 3, 2, 3. In the second row, third element, we'll check what is there. Fourth value. Second row, third element, it is the fourth value. Likewise, in the D, you can select, suppose in the D, if you want to select this element, minus 8, this is the second row and the second element. Second row and second element, this is minus 8. Not only the elements, you can select some of the columns also. You can create the columns vector also. How to create the column vectors? See that A is created this way. A is the value, this is the value, A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is the value. Now V is nothing but, now we extract the column. Okay. This is the fourth column, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can extract the fourth column. Similarly, you can extract, suppose if you extract the second column, how will you do? A of equivalent and second column, colon, comma, colon, comma, colon, and run section, colon, comma, yes. Is V1, 2, 3, 4, 5. V1 is 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the, you can see that this is the second column. Like this, you can extract the columns. Here, this is the thing, this comes. Two is to three. 2 is to 3 means this is the 2, 3. Second column and the third column. Second column and the third column, if you want to extract, you can use like this way, second column to third column if you want to get. Suppose if you want to get second column to fourth column, you can use this command. Second column to fourth column. We got the output. Therefore, you can create the submatrix. You can create the submatrix from the existing matrix. And also you can create some other value. What is A? A is this. A is this value. From the second row, third column to second row, fourth column, you have to extract. Therefore, how to extract? You can see. So this is the command you can give. Second row, from the second row, third element. For this portion we have taken. In this portion we have taken in this. Suppose how to extract the rows, how to extract the rows. How to extract the rows means you can do like this. Fourth row if you want to extract. This is the fourth row. See that fourth row. Fourth row you can extract using this type of commands. Here. If you want to extract third row. can you can extract the third row. You can delete the columns also. You can delete the columns. Suppose if you want to delete the columns, just to check the thing. What is A? A is nothing but it has 4 rows. Since you have used this command, the fourth row is deleted. Then we can do the matrix operations also. Um, Addition, subtraction of matrices. These things we can do. Addition, operations. Operations. Let me this be text of it. Text. Then we'll go to the code. Let's go to this is A and this run the section. We got the value A value 3 by 3 matrix and B is also a 3 by 3 matrix. Then C is A plus B. C is A plus B. You have to add the element wise element addition and D is subtraction. This is the element wise subtraction. Then we can do the division also. We can do the division of matrices. So this is addition and the subtraction. So you can give the command addition and subtraction. You can give this a text. Addition and subtractions. Then we'll go to the division. For A and B, we run the section A and B. Okay, this is A and B. Then afterward, C is equal to A divided by B. The inverse of a matrix, see that, sorry, A by B, you can divide the matrix. And element by element way, you can divide. This is B matrix. Then we do the transpose of a matrix. We do the transpose of a matrix. Get the code. Suppose this is transpose. Rows in the columns and the columns in the rows. Like we can run the section. So A is this one and B you can see. A is equal to 10, 12, 23 and 14, 8, 6. And B, this is first row is 10, 12, 23 and this becomes a column. So this is regarding, this is in the transpose of a matrix. Then you can concatenate netting two matrices. How to concatenating two matrices? Um, A is equal to, this is the thing. This is in the, sorry, this is in the text mode. You can convert into code mode, then only will get it. You can run A and B. A and B. We'll get the values A and B. C and D also it is run. See that C. First one is 10, 12, 23. A and then B 12, 31. Then D, here you have used simply A comma B. Therefore, in the D, if you use semicolon, if you use in the semicolon, this is the horizontal way concatenation. This is the vertical way concatenation. Therefore, this is the difference in concatenation of two matrices. Then we'll see matrix multiplication, how it goes. Matrix multiplication. For matrix multiplication, you can use asterisk symbol. You can see that A is equal to 1, 2, 3 and B. Then this multiplication is nothing but, this is 3 by 3 matrix and 3 by 3 matrix. Therefore, matrix multiplication is possible. Then you can find the product using the star. Using the star operation. Now, what is the difference between equal to A dot star B? A dot star. You see that this is the A dot star B. Therefore, there is a difference between using the star operator and dot star operator. If you use the dot star operator, you will have the element-wise element multiplication. Element-wise element multiplication. You can check it out here. See that element multiplication. This is the element-wise multiplication. How to find the determinant of a matrix, because even from the school days onwards, you are familiar with the determinant of a matrix. In linear algebra, it has more, even in spectrochemistry, it has applications. So we know how to find the determinant of a matrix. So to find the determinant of a matrix, the command is nothing but code DET. You can use this one. Let us run the section. You can find the value A, and this is determinant of A. Determinant of A is equal to, if you give this equal to B, then you'll get the value as B. This is equal to -2. One determinant value you can find out. Then in matrix operations, you're finding the inverse of a matrix. This is also a task you can do in a second using the inverse of a matrix. Inverse of a matrix. Run the section, you can get it. Inverse of a matrix also within a second you can get it using MATLAB. No need to do many more calculations. Therefore, these are all things regarding matrices. We'll go to the next concept, that is arrays. The next section will section break. Arrays. Oh, this is in the code mode. Array means not only of variables of data, all the data types in MATLAB are multi-dimensional arrays. The vector is a one-dimensional array and matrix is a two-dimensional array. But we have many arrays. Some of the special arrays we can see that using the zeros function. Zeros function. This is the usage of zero function. Zero function. Suppose if you want to get the matrix, 2 by 2 matrix, 2 by 2 matrix, then you can give zeros of 2, 2. No need to write many things. Zeros of 2, 2. Suppose if you, in the higher way also you can get it. In the MATLAB, let me run. Zeros of big array. Suppose if it is a 15 by 15 matrix, 15 by 15 matrix. See, we can create 15 by 15 matrices using the simple command. What is this command? Zeros of 15. You can get it. So this is zero function. And the ones function also is there, ones function, and the zeros of, you can write zeros of 3, 4, zeros of 3, 4, zeros of 3, 4. You can run the program. This is the 3 rows and this is the matrix. It's full of zeros, 3 rows and 4 columns. And the zeros of a single matrix, the zeros of zeros, how it comes, 1 matrix and 1 column. Just to check it out. Only 1 element it comes. The zero function. Then we'll see another function, that is the 1 function. This is ones function. And write ones of some 5. It will give, so it comes ones of 5. You can create the matrix with 1, 5 rows and 5 columns. Suppose if you want to write ones, 5 rows and 2 columns. Five rows and 2 columns. You can create the matrix with full of ones. And you can create the identity matrix also. You can create the identity matrix. And there's a function, I function, which creates an identity matrix. I function, which creates the identity matrix. So these are the special arrays. I function. So for identity matrix of 3 by 3 matrix, you can get it. And just control enter to run the section. It's 3 by 3 matrix. Let us check whether it is only for square matrix or non-square matrices. 3, 4. Let me put how it comes. Okay, you can create identity matrix for the non-square matrices also. You may get it. You can create. This is the 6th square matrix. So if you want to run a particular line from in the line itself, you give control plus enter, then you can get it. You can get the output. then you can create the RAND function that it creates an array of uniformly distributed random numbers on 0 and 1. RAND function creates between 0 and 1 RAND function. Rand of, here we can give the number, any number. Suppose if it is 2, how it comes, we'll see. For rand function will create between 0 and 1 the random values. Since we are given rand of 2, it is a 2 by 2 matrix, square matrix. You can create non-square matrices also. 5 comma 6, 5 rows and 6 columns. Okay, I have the 5 rows and 6 columns. You can get it. You can have the 5 rows and 6 columns. You can get it. This is the rand function. And the magic square function. This square that creates the same sum when its elements are added row wise and column wise. Magic square means it is a square that produces. We'll go there. Some text. Magic square. What is magic function? Magic function. What is magic square? A magic square means it's a square produces same sum when its elements are ordered row wise and column wise. The Ramanujan's finding, this is the Ramanujan's finding. He has for his date of birth, he has created the magic square. Now we'll see what is the magic function. Magic function creates a magic square array. Magic function creates the magic square array. Therefore, if you want to write magic of 3 by 3 matrix or 3 magic number, you can add the thing. Then you will get the column wise total and row wise total. They are equal. They are equal. This magic number, magic square. Therefore, you can create only the square number. And next one we'll go to the multi-dimensional arrays. Dimensional arrays. An array having more than 2 dimensions. This is nothing but a multi-dimensional array. Can create another section, break section. The multi-dimensional array means array having more than 2 dimensions. This is nothing but this is therefore multi-dimensional array. This is an extension of a 2-dimensional matrix. The extension of 2-dimensional matrix. We'll see how it comes. Two-dimensional array, we know what is the 2-dimensional array. It is the 2-dimensional array. A value. This is the 2-dimensional array. Suppose an array is a 3 by 3 array. A is a 3 by 3 array. We can create multi-dimensional arrays using ones, zeros, and rand function. Okay. Now we'll deal up. We can see about what are the array functions. Array functions. The array functions. Length of an array. You can find length of an array. I can find the number of array dimensions. You can find out number of array dimensions. Now we have seen length of length of A. Okay, let me take it as a code. Length A is a 3 by 3. Therefore, this is a length is 3. Now we have some more thing. Now C is this is what about C? We'll see. This is how many rows in for C. It has 3 rows and 6 columns. We'll see length of C. Length of C is 6 because here we have 6 columns. It is length, number of vectors, and array dimension also we can find n dems. You can use n dems. You use n dimension of number of dimensions in the C array. This is the dimension is 2 because rows and columns. Therefore, the number of dimensions is nothing. Number of array dimensions. Number of array dimensions. The number of elements also you can find. Number of elements. Number of elements. Therefore, from number num and el number of elements of C. You can put it number of elements of C. There are 2 number of elements of number of elements of A. There are 2 number of elements of A. Control enter. This is 9. The number of elements in C is 18. The number of elements in C is 18. And number of elements in A is 9. Then you can check whether the 2 rows are how many rows are there, how many columns are there. There are many functions are there. You can use length and the dimension. We'll see now. So for x equal to here, this is x value, and what is length of x? Length of x is 8 because it has 8 numbers, and the number of dimensions. You can create this way also with the not only with the numbers. You can create. See here, yes. This is nothing but so many elements are there. Number of elements here. Control enter. And get it. Then you can sort the arrays. Even when I said you can sort the arrays and you can find out the values. You can find out the values. Uh, how to sort the arrays you can have. The horizontal vector, you can sort the vector. This is a two-dimensional array. Here, the first command is V. V is 23, 45. And this is next one is suppose this is if it is V1, short of V. It is,
ப்ரீவியஸ்ல அந்த இது ஓடிட்டே தான் இருக்கு. இப்போ செட்டிங்ஸ் போனேன்.
if you run the program, if you run short,
அப்போ செட்டிங்ஸ்
you will get like this.
இடையில நோண்டவே இல்லையே.
This is the shorting. Therefore, you can use this function, start function, and the sort of m comma 1. This is m. M is this.
அவசரப்படுறாளே.
You have to sort m along the row. If it is along the row, this is 264 there. We want to sort along the row 225 and 036 and along the this is along the row wise and this is along the column wise. M comma 2, this m comma 1. Therefore, this way you can sort the arrays. And you can sell the function. How what is the cell function is used to create creating a cell array. Now you can use cell function how it is applicable. Cell function. And run the section. See, you can create this cell. You can create this cell. This is the 2 by 5 cell. This is a 2 by 5 cell. And this is the cell with therefore you can create the cells also. You can create the cells. Then how to access the data in cells? How to access the data in the cell? Okay. See, this is C. From this 1:2 to 1:2, you need this first two rows and first two columns. You need first two rows and first two columns. You can get it. Can we try it for another value? Here, 1:2, comma, 3:5. We'll put it. Cell. You can select the first two rows and 3 to 5th columns. You can access. You can access the cells. You can access the cells. Okay, this is regarding matrices. Therefore, today's we have seen about matrices, arrays, and vectors. We can see about some of the operators. Some of the operators. There are arithmetic operators and Already we have used so for arithmetic operators and relational operators also we can use, and logical operators, bitwise operators. These are the operators we can use when we deal about physics, MATLAB and physics. So that time we can see in a little more elaborate way. We can see.
ஆமா 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 ஸ்ரீவித்யா ஒண்ணுமே பண்ணலையே
Um,
இல்ல
in some of the things,
ஸ்ரீவித்யாவும் அதே காப்பி
how to plot,
பேஸ் பண்ண
how to plot. For so far we have seen about matrices, arrays, and vectors. Now we can deal about some of the plots. How to do the plottings. It is a text plot. This is interesting. Let me do it in the command window. You can do it here. Now x is the value. X is the value. It's you can see that what is x, what is y, x, y, and we have the plotting also. This is plot of x comma y. Plot of x comma y. And suppose you can create this way also. Another example. This is the diagram for this one. You can add the labels here. You can add the labels. Therefore, how to add the labels? Run the section. See, this is the sine graph. You plot the value x comma y. After that, comma x label. X label x. See that? See the sine graph. We have given them the title, therefore it comes. Therefore, you can give the plot. This way you can give. If you give the grid on, then it will, you can see the grid values and the axes are equal. Axes are equal. You can give. Therefore, this type of commands you can give when you plot the graph. And you can draw the multiple graphs also. You can draw the multiple graphs. How to draw the multiple graphs? On the same graph, multiple functions. On the same graph, you can draw the multiple functions. Draw the multiple functions. say this is the command for this one. X values and Y values and G values. In the plot function itself, first we draw the graph x and y. Then after that we draw the graph x and g. X and g. For the first one, we didn't give any option, but the second one we given dot and underline. Then in here you give the legend as sin x. Legend means this is legend, sin x and cos x. For today, we have seen about some of the regarding plots. In the plots, you can change the colors also. You can change the colors. How to change the colors? See here in the plot function, the last line or we have given. In the second one, therefore first one we can create a diagram with x and y vectors. This is with followed by a red line, and next one x and g with a green line. Therefore, we'll see how it comes. This is the curve. Since we have given G, there's a green curve, green color curve. So you can change the colors also. You can change the colors. You can set the axis type, axis scale also. You can set the axis scales. You can give the scaling because in the axis 0, 10, 0 to 10. First two elements with the x-axis and in the y-axis -1 to 1. Therefore, you can scale the axis. You can scale the axis with the command axis. You can create the subplots also. You can create the subplots. Subplots, what is the meaning of a subplot? When you create an array of plots in the same figure, each of these plots is called a subplot. Let us have two functions. How to create two functions using the subplot option. In the subplot option, we have three variables. One is number of rows and number of columns, and we specify where to put a particular plot. Where to put a particular plot. We'll see. We run this section. The first x value, y value is there. What is y value? Y value is e power minus 1.5x and into sine of 10x. And we draw the subplot 1, 2. Therefore, this is the first row. And the 1, 2, 1. Like this, we have to give. In the second one, you have to give. Therefore, you need 1 row, 2 columns. In the subplot, it is 1, 2, 1 means first 1 row, 2 columns. Among the thing, you need the first the subplot of 1, 2, 1 means you allot rows, columns, and which position you have to plot. Then after that you plot x comma y and label. Therefore you can see the labeling x y label and axis also it is given 0 comma 5 minus 1 1. And the next one e part minus 2x into sine 10x. For this is the diagram for this one. This is subplot 1 comma 2 comma 2. So this is all regarding plotting. We have 3D plot also. With this, let us wind up. Therefore, today we have seen about matrices, vectors, arrays, matrices, and arrays. Then little bit of 2D plot we have seen. In the plot also there are many kinds of like bar chart. There are many diagrams are there. We can see in the next classes. So for today we have seen some of the basic things. Then tomorrow we'll see some of the little more concept regarding programming oriented as well as mathematical oriented. We'll see. Thank you for your cooperation and all the things. Thank you. If there is any clarification needed, means you can put it in. You can give the during the attendance link. They'll post what are the. Suppose if you need any clarification, you can quote there. Otherwise, in the Telegram app also you can quote your clarifications. In the chat box also you can clarify. You can make your doubts. You can express your doubts. Let me clarify. Thank you.